basic quality of life stuff. Because, yeah, in the first week, this game got quite a few people.
The Kestodon kerfuffle.
Yeah, just go to the beach and kill a bunch of dinos. Easy peasy. Yeah, and didn't give it a second to think.
Alright, let's do this. Oh wait, actually I should dump my shit.
Mm-hmm. Important note, folks. Always manage your shit.
How do I dump all?
You don't really need to. That doesn't take up any space in your regular inventory.
Yeah, but it's just trying to dump it one by one. There has to be a button to just, like, dump.
So the auto restock will just fill up any slot you have.
I hate that I can't just press a button and it'll be gone. There has to be a... Oh, okay, that's the button.
Yep.
Well, I have enough to get by as it currently stands.
I mean, you're not going to need much more than this for the first bunch of quests.
Fuck it. I'll do inventory management when I actually play my game.
Yep. I wish we knew how to set this to private session, but I think it's too late for that.
Oh well, that ship has sailed.
Yep.
Why do you have a TV in the side of the room, Jay?
Oh, we got a new TV upstairs, and we're trying to figure out a good place to put that old TV.
Ah, okay.
We might hook it up somewhere down here, but as you can see, we don't precisely have a lot of room in the basement.
Want to get going?
Is this asshole gonna keep coming with me on quests?
I think he only does like one more with you after this.
Okay, good.
Tutorial man does not stick around forever, thank the good Lord. Oh, by the way, you also have a, you do have the flint, which is also infinite and free.
Oh, to sharpen?
Yep.
Those, my friend, are Kestodon. Let's see you take him out on your own. Huh.
Where?
Well, you need to get out of this. You see the thing on two legs stalking in the middle? That's a Kestodon.
What thing?
Go forward. They're straight ahead. You're looking at them.
Oh, neato.
Yeah.
Be careful.
So unlike the other herbivores, these ones will fight back. And also there is some noticeable sexual dimorphism.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, one of them's fucking huge.
Yeah, that's the male.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. The female will attempt to fight you, but the male is going to be the one that you actually need to worry about. Yeah. Well, you know, in theory, worry about.
Oh, shit. How did that get me? Was it the tail?
Yeah, pretty much. I think he got you by the skin of your teeth, really.
Oh, I have to kill the males.
Yep, you have to kill both.
Oh, okay, so the heads are armored up.
Yep. That one's still alive, by the way. It's just, it has tiny arms and
Oh, I
can't
thought
stand
that was
up.
it dying.
No, if you've noticed, it has tiny arms and therefore cannot stand.
Oh, shit, the birds!
Yeah. You
Well-
don't actually get anything for killing them.
Sorry, birdos.
It's
I?
fine. They're... No, you're
Alright.
carving into the Kestodon.
Okay.
Kestodon.
Oh, 2 carbs off the Kestodon. Neat.
Well, 2 off the male, 1 off the female.
Monsters lurking in this forest.
Your typical big one has more shit on him.
The endemic life around here can come in handy during a hunt. Try to learn as much as you can about them.
You're not Kestodon.
So this isn't the area you're gonna find them in. If you just follow this trail a bit and go down, you'll eventually come to like a...
Oh, shit, why is it... Oh.
The scout flies are leading you to something.
I'm not used to the flies taking control of my camera.
They'll do it for quote-unquote important things.
Okay. Also, I can't help but notice that I don't have a health meter again.
Oh yeah, that shrinks when it's not needed.
Hmm.
Over here!
They're down on the beach.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Be careful.
Oh, that's just an expedient run. Neat.
Yep. There, you know how to fight them now. Go fight them in good.
Spirit Blade!
Yeah, and, you know, try not to clink off their heads too much.
It's the Spirit Blade. It just carves right through.
That's fair.
That one clinks.
Yeah, when you dead hit what is effectively a shield, you'll find that there are some issues.
But yeah,
Conduct monster proctology.
I'm not sure if this game does it or not, but when katanas were doing Spirit Blade attacks, they just, like, fire right through whatever the, whatever armor it is. Like, see this combo?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
fuck.
might still do that. I'm not gonna lie, folks. The only weapon I've really used is the weapon that I always use, which is the gun lance, which I like for its ability to A, have reach, B, have a upward poke that is easy to get off, and C, it's a gun with a lance.
I've always been a sucker for the, like, traditional lance.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a traditional lance.
A little bit more base damage, and also that charge attack that lets you run across an entire map zone in, like, 4 seconds.
Oh, man. What I always liked about the gun lance was that it did have some versatility that you didn't find in other stuff. Wyvern's Fire was a hell of a drug.
Oh, man. What I never really understood was why people like the charge axe so much.
Ask Wooly.
Yeah, but I get that it has high base damage, but like, all it is a worse version of the sword and shield that can morph into a worse version of the axe form from Switch Axe.
That just about wraps up our work here. Wait. Hey, come here. I think I found something.
Not now. Carving. Oh, they do disappear.
Yeah, I guess it just takes longer.
Yeah. Oh, you might as well sharpen when at your earliest convenience. Because your blade is dull. Go figure. Not a lot of wax in these bones. Not a lot of meat in these bones.
Which meter is my sharpness? Is it the red one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You were like seconds away from the worst.
Is it when it switches colors that it's
Yeah.
gone down, or is it just the meter?
It's colors and meter. The
Okay.
meter tells you how long until the next color.
Look at those Kestodon. Something's up with them.
They're afraid of a giant monster. Oh boy! Time to kick that thing's ass. Oh wow! That's neat.
So it actually has two different sets of attacks
One
depending
when
on
it's
what.
fat and one when it's hungry.
Yeah.
Awesome, let's kick its ass. Oh nice, so like
just
missions can transition into new missions.
Yep. When the situation. Oh yeah. So like,
Skid marks?
You can return to base and take
Don't-
on the Great Jaguar.
don't think about it too hard.
Wanna get going?
But yeah. So I told you earlier you can track it by its leavings, right?
Yep.
So you see that bar that's filling up.
Yep.
Every time you get that bar full, and you talk to effectively the guys in charge of like monster knowledge.
In order for the
Oh,
scout
eat
flight
that grub.
to track a target monster,
This one?
The wiggly litchy.
traces of it. Like footprints, for example.
It just autofills your stamina,
A lot
Oh,
of
neat.
clues.
just like the vitality does. Also, blue mushrooms in the water. Yeah. Harvest everything. If you've never played a Monster Hunter, step 1 is harvest everything. So yeah, the more times you fill up that tracking bar and talk to the effectively the nerds in charge of such things, you start getting some benefits.
Oh, leeches or something.
No, they were like some sort of weird ass
Salamanders?
salamander. But yeah, the more times you like fill up that bar when you're hunting, your scout flies start getting abilities for following the monster in question. One of the best abilities you can get if you fill that bar up enough is that your scout flies will just know when one is on the map.
Neat.
Like, you will load into the map and your scout flies will just be like, by the way, Great Jagras. Or, by the way, there's some fucking, God, what's the scary one? There's some Anjanath here. Be careful. Don't fuck around too much.
Just fair one. Oh, that's gonna take away all the fun of the Devilo, though.
Well, I mean, you'd have to fight the Devilo a few times.
Okay, that's fair.
What it is you actually have to have been on a map that had the Devilo leavings for you to track. And then you have to be able to positively identify. Also, the Great Jagras, funny enough, will not start shit with you. You have to be the impetus.
Okay, does this thing have a severable tail, or am I just...
If it does, I've never done it. I think, like, as your tutorial monster, it does not.
Well, fuck.
I mean, it might. Like I said, I haven't done it.
It looks kind of like the, what was it? The Ludroth from number 3.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it looks like its tail doesn't even have a hitbox sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't know that its tail is separate. Oh, man.
Remember the Ludroth? It used to have, like,
Yeah.
sponges for a neck
hair,
brace?
yeah. That was a fun monster.
Yeah, I kind of miss water combat. But water combat was the whole reason I picked up the lance.
Yeah.
Because you can't move fast, but your enemies in the water move fast, so you need to be able to block them.
Water combat was probably taken out for the very reasons you and I thought it was neat.
Because it was super overpowered for lance users?
I mean, partially that, also partially because it was just a fucking nightmare.
Well, basically, you just sat there as things came to you.
Yeah. It's like sport fishing, but not as fun.
Which I suppose really isn't in the spirit of Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Which is, like, go out and track monsters, kill them for parts, and then use those parts to kill bigger monsters.
Yeah. When you just sit there and let the monsters come to you, it's
You're
just not...
being hunted.
Yeah. It's not sporting.
Like, I get, like...
Free honey.
It would be super cool for, like, bait.
Yeah.
To be able to just, like, drop down a piece of meat.
Yeah, that's called new players.
Yeah, send out the scrubs.
Yeah. When the scrub doesn't keep replying, you know there's danger about. Oh, God. Oh, man, so speaking of bait and being monsters... Have you ever heard of a manga called Goblin Slayer?
Yes, and I love it so goddamn much.
So I started reading it, and I was telling a friend about it, and he's just like, so what is it? I'm like, imagine if one of my D&D characters wasn't played for laughs. And he was just like, oh!
Yeah, it's a dude who's like one of the best fighters in the world, but he's...
Only... he's technically one of the best fighters in the world.
But he hates goblins more than anything.
Yeah. He is the best goblin fighter in the world. The series has displayed he's not actually that great at things that aren't goblins.
Damn it, I want to...
He has pretty much
Give me that jump attack!
Oh yeah, there are jump attacks, but
Is that not high enough? Or...
I don't think it is high enough. Well, sometimes it is. Like, jump attacks are a little bit... There you go. You had to get... So, by the way, you can move to different parts of him.
Do I still have to hold R1 whenever he's like...
Yeah, whenever it's red, hold R1.
Oh, R2.
Sorry, R2, yes. If you push the D-pad right now, you can actually move to different parts of him if you want to stab in different places.
Are you sure it's the D-pad?
Or, sorry, not the D-pad, the thumbstick. There you go. Oh, man. So what I like about this is when you're using the gun... Oh, so by the way, he's stuck in vines now.
Ha!
What I like about this,
Spirit Storm!
is that when I'm doing this with a gun lance, what it does in that case is you stab into him and fire the full clip.
Nice.
Which is great because that doesn't count as the Wyvern's fire.
Oh, it doesn't use up your ammo?
It uses up my ammo, but the Wyvern fire doesn't. Because it's a separate thing.
Spirit Blade level 2, bitch!
Oh, man.
Good, he should be mad now. I just styled
By the way,
him.
I think you actually hit him hard enough that he drops, like, a chunk.
Where?
Oh, it was that red glowing thing, and he was it was the thing I was talking about earlier, where you can, like, hit a monster so hard, weapons fall off of him.
I don't see it.
It's red and green, so I don't imagine you will.
Oh,
the
piercing pod.
So it's armor-piercing ammo. Because you hit him so hard, I think one of his claws fell off or something.
Ha! Wow, that deals more damage than my sword.
Yeah, because so what it is like I said, it goes right through the target. It's hitting
Yeah, it
him
hits
for
every
every
hitbox.
instance. No, it's just for every, like, couple of seconds it's in him, it's getting another hit. So it's not
If
even...
this works like old Monster Hunter, it's that it impacts once for every body part.
So now
or
it's...
every unit of depth.
It's not... It's the depth now. So the longer it's going through, the more damage it'll do.
Neat.
So like I said...
Stop running, you little bitch!
One of the greatest advantages right now is that because there's no more loading zones, there's no more little tiny corner hole that this fucker will go in and, like, zoom across the map through. He now has to physically run, which
Quit
Chubsy...
running, bitch!
Which clearly Chubsy Ubsy is having trouble doing. Now he's dropped something worth grabbing, if you see that white speck on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably a
this is the new
scale or a
shiny?
claw. Yep.
The new Wyvern Tears?
No, it's a legitimate part. Like,
Oh,
you
shit,
actually
there's
got...
another one.
That's just the piercing pods.
I'll pick it up in a minute.
So now you've hit him so hard, he's vomited up his meal, and he's back to the skinny fight.
But is he mad yet?
He's agitated.
No, but he hasn't gone into, like, rage mode or anything.
Smaller monsters don't anymore.
Lame.
Bigger shit will go... Well, actually, he was kind of mad earlier. You just beat him up so hard and so fast that he left the angry mode and entered coward mode.
Come back, bitch!
Oh yeah, by the way, while they're running is the good time to
Oh,
use
nice!
the gun.
I can shoot while sliding.
Yeah, action movie. Oh, so you see that yellow cloud there?
Yeah.
It's because you hit something called a paratoad. That thing. Do not touch it unless you want to. But what it does is it vomits up a cloud of paralyzed.
Can I pick them up?
No. You can shoot them, though. So you remember...
Great Jagras
Yeah.
footprints. I wonder where it is.
Great job, Scout. There you go. He's dead.
Good job, Scout Flies.
Since you have 60 seconds, do the carves and then walk up to the toad and watch what happens. Since we have 60 seconds and the zone we're in right now does not have much going for it. Besides those awful toads. Get the carves first. Trust me on that. Get the carves
I'm also
first.
going to get the footprints just because it adds
Yeah.
to the meter. So, do I have to fill that meter up in one hunt, or...?
No. It's just the more you fill it up in this hunt, you get more bonuses. However, just having done this...
Oh, I can just hold circle and it keeps carving.
Yep. Now go up to the toad and push circle. Watch what happens.
Hey, frog bro! What does it do? Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
So this is why you now have your slingshot. You can turn that into a rather obvious trap.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Because that affects any monster that's in the...
Kill the birds! Fuck you, birds!
That's what you get for being carrions.
Don't leech off my kill. I was gonna eat that.
Yeah, you swallow it whole and have your belly distend.
And then I'll get hunted by someone a third my size.
Yeah, you'll get hunted by the cats. And so the cycle carries on. The cats will be hunted by the mice. The mice will be hunted by, I don't know, mites?
Bees.
Oh, you don't want to be hunted by bees. Oh, so I think this is a monster from an old game, but this thing's... The Pookie Pookie is a fuck.
The Pookie Pookie?
You'll see soon.
I
That's
don't
what
remember that name.
Check it out.
When you fight it, you'll know why it has that name. But...
Tracks? Skid marks?
This time it's mucus. If it's on a wall and it's a splatter, it's mucus. That's the Pookie Pookie.
That is not from a previous game to my knowledge.
Yeah. That thing
It looks
is...
sort of like the Coropico, but a lizard.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Well, you were right.
Now I want you to guess what its element is.
Slime, poison.
Yeah. Notice the fact that it's a horribly colorful jungle animal.
Yeah,
And it just
Yeah.
vomited angry poison at you.
just vomited purple goop.
The presence of this rock has agitated it.
It thinks the rock is trying to steal its mate.
So actually, it's funny because when you kill the animals, you get their like journal entry or you know their description.
Wait. Are they saying that the Zoro Madras makes monsters insane, sort of like the Gormagala from 4?
Yeah, except instead of doing it with
Powder.
it just does it by proxy of, oh man, angry god is back.
See this big rock?
Yeah.
The rock's gonna make you mad.
Well, no, Cameron, imagine this. Imagine if God routinely returned to our city and fucked everything up every time he did, and then you found his giant turd on your house.
Would you be mad?
I'm sure you would at the very least not be in a good mood.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I dropped a giant steaming boulder on your front doorstep, I imagine you wouldn't be happy.
Vigor wasp spray?
Yeah, so that's the item the Palico is using. The more times he uses it, the better it gets.
Neato.
It'll summon bigger ones that have bigger bursts of more health.
Nice.
And he'll do it more often. And sometimes he'll just come, when he gets to a certain high enough
And
level...
sometimes he'll just come.
Sometimes when he gets to a high enough level, he'll come at you riding on the back of one and then pop it next to you to get, like, direct health.
Neat.
Yeah. It's actually pretty alright. That's the only thing I've done with this cat. The rest of them are okay. But fuck it. That, like, healing at a fucking snap of the fingers is the most useful thing. Since I'm pretty much a tank build.
Sora Magdaros. That's a neat name.
I mean, considering the fact that it's an awful aquatic, like, sea nightmare, that's about right.
Yep.
Oh,
So now
man.
we have to go and kill the lizard bird.
Yep. Actually, no, you gotta go kill something else. Effectively, you had a camp deeper in the woods,
Uh-huh.
but it got fucked up, and they're like, well, what caused that?
So it's not the cannon that's on fire, it's a huge brazier right next to it. Or
What was-
brazier.
Yeah, I've always been unclear which way it's pronounced. Also, pet pig.
Oh, the Poogies! You always pet them for luck. Ah, why? Why, Poogie?
He did
Why have
not.
you forsaken me?
You have been cursed.
Dick-ass pig. Oh, I can't swing. Lame.
Yeah, you cannot, unfortunately, rocket that pig into the stratosphere.
Provisions manager and analytics director.
Yeah. So, okay, so you see that guy way back in the back. Okay, talk to these guys first, and then next.
Oh, you are too good to me.
So,
Oh, she has the half cornrows.
yeah. So she's gonna send you on a mission where you're gonna have to rebuild the fucked up camp.
Okay.
And effectively, it's the mission. So this is one of the cool things. You have the grand total of the map. Like, you saw that there's a bunch of areas you can go.
Yep.
You just occasionally will get missions from her, like, yeah, would you mind bounties? She'll give you bounties to go build new camps, and as soon as you complete them,
You
you,
can
just have new spawn points.
Neat.
But the camps just are generically useful.
Oh, so you can just do this mid-mission.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. Bounties, yes. Bounties can be completed at any time, yes. And it's literally, instead of completing them in the mission, go to R1 for critical. Oh, these ones you can just do, yeah, automatically. So, at any point, there's no reason not to fill up this, this bar, because you'll just natively start filling it. And then you get those bonuses down there, which is typically armor spheres and points. The points are a second form of currency to be spent on camp-based things.
Neato.
This is the one. So, instead of being a mission you accept,
Yep.
you have to... oh, okay, this one you actually have to do... It'll just force you to do this one. Effectively, it's now registered and all you do... So, leave this for a second. Complete deliveries. That's what you want to do. You
Okay.
can't do it yet, but yeah, that's what the bounty is. Eventually, they're going to ask you to do some shit, and then you just
Underway.
throw things at her till she's happy with it.
Neato.
So it's not a quest, it's yes. It's not a quest, it's a you can just now go out into the wild and do it.
Want to get going?
You
so
might want
these
to
are
check your items.
So these are just free hunts. I
Yep.
haven't... Oh, yeah, right. I have to dump all my shit.
Yep. And replace any shit you used, which to my recollection you
I haven't
didn't.
used any items.
Yeah, you typically won't for the first
You can embark
long
on an
while.
expedition just by heading out through the gate.
Shut up.
Or you can use the world map. Whatever's easiest for you.
Yeah. So you can physically walk, or you can just push the touchpad and teleport at any point, because you're doing an expedition. So just expedition yourself to the forest.
You choose your destination. For this expedition, we need to head
I love the crayon drawing that services as our map.
Yeah, the terrible triangle mountains.
Yep.
Looks like my shitty maps from D&D.
Nah, you had slightly more detail. Oh man. So yeah, Wild animals.
Oh,
that are...
neato.
Yep.
You were right. Yeah, I suppose we've just domesticated that pterodactyl.
Nah, he just knows what's good.
He just knows that if he works for us, he won't be hunted.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You can hunt them because they're in the wild, but don't. You have a deal worked out, and you have no reason to shirk on it. Oh, man. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Goblin Slayer's good if you haven't read it.
Oh,
it's pretty much the story of a turbo-autist who finds his calling in life in strangling the life force out of goblins for money.
Oh, man.
Very little, but he's happy.
Yeah, he's constantly broke. Some people talk about how he's one of the greatest fighters of all time and how he could be doing a lot better if he didn't just focus goblins, but he fucking hates goblins with a burning passion.
They
that
killed
makes
his
Hitler
village
seem
and...
like he was nice to the Jews.
Yeah. They killed his village and raped his family in front of his eyes, because that's all goblins do, is kill and rape.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so you're on an expedition, so there's no supplies.
Okay.
You're pretty much just roughing it on your own.
Or if you're lost, open up your
And
map
she's just
scout
giving
map
you
and
some
track me.
basic pointers. So, while you're out on expedition, you can just join quests if you have them.
Neato.
Go on an expedition.
And just, yeah.
There's no time limit.
Actually, go behind the tent for a second.
Thanks.
So you already ate. Or no, you didn't. Sit at one of these logs. She will cook for you.
Oh, neato.
That is one of the other things she does.
Wait, no, the meat's not good. Fish platter is the good one this time.
Yeah, it'll fluctuate.
Fish and healthy. They're both
Yeah,
defensive.
it's because the fish is the good stuff today.
What's her animation?
Serviceable.
Yeah, but who's gonna put the little bit of parsley on?
You don't get the parsley.
Lame, the cat's better.
Actually, it's great because as you level up the canteen, he does slightly different garnishes each level.
That's all he does? Just
Yeah.
special little garnishes?
He just garnishes. That's all. Oh, actually, I'm going to tell you something. Quickly
What's that?
flip through your items. You'll see something called a capture net. Not this one.
Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Okay.
There. All right, now equip it. So now it's on your bowcaster. Turn around, and if you look back on the trail, there was those squirrels. Shoot it at the squirrel.
These ones?
That one in the road there. You need to be a little closer.
Yeah, it doesn't go too far.
No. Okay, so I'm going to spare you the details because that thing's probably gone now. So what you have right here is effectively a deployable net to catch wild animals. You get free points every time you catch an animal with this thing.
Neat.
And animals you've caught, you can just release inside of your house as a pet.
Oh, wait, there's...
Yeah. There's a bunch of other shit. You can capture, like...
I'm gonna have to catch those stupid birds.
You can totally catch those birds, yeah. And then release it in your house. I'm gonna give you a hint. It turns...
Got him!
It turns yellow when you can actually hit them.
Shepherd hare. The animal often seen scurrying down narrow paths. Follow
Yep.
on and you might discover a new shortcut.
So, there's also, like, flying lizards clawing on trees. There's, certain types of bugs you can actually catch this way, too. Yeah, and so that's if you don't want to have the capture net as your tool.
Oh, there's the exclamation point. Time to murder something.
Over here.
Nah.
Oh, it's a dude.
So, he's going to tell you about a side quest you can do.
Okay.
Effectively, there's the wild cats, and you can track them like you can track any other monster.
Oh, like the palicos that don't have jobs.
Yeah. And effectively, unlike the oh, you need to equip the net, because you don't have it out yet.
With some ammo. See anything useful lying around?
There you go.
Ooh, emperor hoppers.
Yep.
Oh, can I catch those paratoads?
Yes, actually.
Neato.
And thankfully it won't fucking explode.
Oh, tracks.
So, the doodles are the, tracks for the
Doodles.
Yeah. I mean, it's not inaccurate.
Yeah.
That's the thing for the Grimkins. Also, the unique mushroom colony is just money. You can
Okay.
catch those ants, and that beetle.
Oh, that big-ass bug. I
So-
want it.
You can capture bugs the traditional way, or you can just shoot them.
Hercudromes.
You can also capture ants, and you'll capture more than one when you use this thing.
Yeah, bugs.
So the funny thing is that if you just sit in front of carrier ants, eventually they'll actually be carrying something.
Oh yeah, just like those weird like gaster bugs from the last game.
Yeah, except this time the only thing they carry is points.
Oh.
Those big-ass fish are actually enemy fish, so...
Yeah, enemy fish! Yeah!
They're just particularly agitated catfish.
Come on, bitch fish, bring it on.
I will point out something funny about your, yeah. So the water is too deep, so your pal Nico has to fucking...
He's in a little fucking raft. Oh.
Yeah. It's funny because if you hit him, the raft pops.
What? Oh, man.
And he just gets, like, a little bit agitated and, like, reinflates
Disregard the bitch fish. Time to pop a raft. Oh,
yep, there he goes. And he's back.
Smack! Smack! Pop raft! Pop raft!
Oh, it might be a case of your weapon is slightly too weak.
Lame.
There he goes. See? You have your ecological survey of kill them.
Well, how else are you gonna survey what the insides of their stomachs look like?
Yeah. Or what fancy hats you can make out of their innards.
Exactly.
Remember, folks, this is a game about you going into the wild and making hats out of dead fish.
Specifically the fish, and exclusively the fish.
Well, I mean, they make the best hat. You get like a little fish cap.
You figure they'd make the best raincoats.
You'd think.
Like, they have to be waterproof, right?
They are. The armor you can make out of those guys has huge water buffs, and literally nothing else.